Before cracking down on political opponents, the Chinese Communist Party often launches Communist Party campaigns. A China expert explains.
The Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, justified launching the bloody suppression against Tiananmen Square students in 1989. How? Cases exist where students attacked soldiers and burned military vehicles, but they're extremely rare in the largely peaceful protest. In fact, one former Chinese soldier told the media he witnessed a soldier die due to guns going off, but the incident was reported as the soldier was killed by student rioters with guns.
The purpose of the CCP is to the fullest extent reduce the legitimacy of the other side and at the same time to create a legitimacy for themselves so that in the next step they can carry out a hard suppression or even persecute against the other side.
China Affairs commentator Tang Jingyuan said the CCP used the same strategy in the pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong. Hong Kong police allegedly posed as protesters, setting fire and inciting violence. The communist authorities also used the force of the media.
Because in Hong Kong, the vast majority of the media are also controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. So through the media's exaggeration, they distorted the whole Hong Kong people's struggle for democratic rights, for democracy and freedom into a riot. The huge population, millions of Hong Kong people were labeled as thugs. Once they were labeled as thugs, then the next step for the government was to crack down on them.
After the Tiananmen Square massacres, state media in China launched heavy propaganda against the students. Leaders of the movement were arrested and detained in the name of the law. They faced heavy sentences. Students were expelled from universities, professionals were fired from their jobs. Similar results faced the Hong Kong protesters.
The leaders will face political suppression. The entire group will face discriminatory persecution. They will be seen as outcasts of the society.
He said with the censorship in China, it will be hard for people to learn the truth of the events. He said learning about the tactics would be helpful as Americans encounter more influence from the Communist Party. Penny Zhou, NTD News.